Hey guys, welcome back to Hate Addicts with Crafts. I'm Isabel, and it's been a minute. Last time we spoke, it was May, or in the middle of May, maybe. So there's lots of progress being done. I have some haul. It probably will be intermixed with progress because I have some of the haul already being used in projects. But I can show you some of my haul. And then I do have a finish. It's not cross stitch, but I have my first diamond painting finish for the first time in a while. And I have it framed and everything. I was going to take it like the weekend after I finished it to its new home, and then I forgot before I left, and so I still have it, so I can still show you guys. I have several page finishes. I think since the last time I saw you, I have a page finish on the White Dragon, a couple pages finishes on Lyra. I ended up getting, anyway, in May I ended up getting all the skin done on Miss Christmas Eve, which kind of was my goal. And then in the 3 weeks I got, I believe, a little over 4,000 stitches on Lyra. So, and that was working on it for 20 days. And I have less than 20,000 stitches left on her. So, we'll get into the two projects I mainly worked on in May, which was, if I can find a picture. This one was, it was mainly Memorabilia Mania with Miss Christmas Eve. And I'm doing this on Falling Snow. I got it from Stitcher Express, but I don't think that's the place. I don't know if I have a before picture of where you guys saw it last. But I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Here she is at. And so I got all of her skin done. And so I think when I started this before May, I had some of the green down here and some of the bodice. So I gotten all this and then all this up here. So I made quite a bit of progress. And I started using some of the silks, and so I mean, it's looking gorgeous. So now I have everything done except for beads and backstitch. So I just have like the rest of like her hair up and then the bottom of her skirt down. But that is where she's at, and I'm loving it. I want to get back to it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll pull it out for July, since I was going to start it for my birthday and didn't, but we'll see. We'll see. So that was one of the Mania projects I worked on. And then the other one I worked on in the 20 days, mainly Memorabilia, and then my Focus Hate that I'm working on trying to get finished. I know I had the partial page started when I first started. This is what she'll look like when she's finished. Hopefully this year before she turns 2 in October. I did hit my 20,000 goal on her, and then I also hit 80%. That was really exciting too. And I hit my first 0. My first 0, which means I don't have to use that color anymore in this project, which I'm excited. It was color number 800 or something. I have park threads and whatnot because she's confetti. Actually, before I show her, I'm going to show you my diamond painting finish. So I have it framed in one of those poster board frames. And so, I mean, there's the glare, but I think I just had this top corner here to finish, and I finished it since last time, and I fully finished it in the frame, and I think it looks pretty amazing. It took me almost a year to do it off and on. The company I got it from, when I went back, they no longer had it, and I probably wouldn't have recommended it because there was 4 or 5 symbols that were blurred, they were similar, and they were really, it was really hard to work on with those symbols. I had to have like my light underneath and then a light on top to even like remotely tell the difference between the symbols, and it was very hard to tell. But hopefully now that I have gotten this done, and the symbols were hard to read, that I can start working on some of my other projects, like my Disney princesses, my spices, and then I have, I think, another Ariel one I'm working on as well. So maybe I'll work on those. We'll see. But I have my finish, and I'm so happy. It's turned out so good. So I am very happy I got that done. And so now I will show you more. I'm not going to take her all out because I am still planning on working on her. So I just took off the one side where you can see the page finish I have done. So I finished this, I think I had started this partially when I started Mania, and then finished that one, and then decided to move back over here, and then finished this page here. So since the last time I saw you, I have a full page finish and then a partial page finish. And then I have this on my 17 by 11 Q snap. And so I've gridded out the next 2 pages, the full pages. So once I get these 2 pages done, the full pages, I don't have any more full pages. And then I have the 1, 2, 3, 4 partial page finishes, and then she's done. So I have 2 full pages and then 4 partials, and then she's done. So a close-up of that page that I recently finished, and then that page that I finished a while back. And so I will show you the stitch that I had stitched to finish to get my 0. See this stitch right here? I counted down because that was the stitch that was killing me, because I just had one stitch left. So I gridded it out, I counted down, and I stitched it because I wanted to hit my 0. And so I did. But like, I was like, just started this page and then counted down or whatnot. But a 0 is 0, right? And so, I mean, she's looking so gorgeous. Yeah, and so her tail kind of goes this way. So it'll still be on these 2 partials a little bit and then a little bit on this page. But once I get this page here done, the majority of her tail will be done. And I'll be so happy because her tail is giant. She got a giant tail. But that is, I'm still loving it. I think I have a hard time starting a new page. But once I get into the new page, I get going. But it's the whole starting a new page gets me every time. I will show you my travel project the last couple of days after Mania. Okay. I spun the wheel and I was gonna go back to my rotation, so I spun the wheel and it spun Tribal Pumpkin. I had a goal of getting 3/4 done, I think. And so that's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I'm using 740 for the orange and then 975 for the brown. So I literally just picked a brown I liked. And did I seriously lose a needle? Yep, I lost the needle on this project. Wonderful. Whatever, it's just a needle. I'm taking it out of the hoop. And there we are. So, I think the last time I showed you, I had a little bit left. Like, I had some more symbols to do here, and then the first page was finished, and then there's like a partial page from like here down, so I did all this, and then all the orange, and then I came over and did a little bit into the next page, so when I get over there, it's easy because I can just go off of what I've already done. And then I decided to come back up and do the top and do the top down because I miscounted over here. I'm gonna strategically do this where I do a little bit over here and then kind of make sure I kind of, you know, do the symbols and just kind of go back and go straight across with the symbols or something. And I think this one's on 16 count or 18 count fog by Picture Disc Plush, I believe. And I'm loving this. I don't know if I'll work on this for the 3rd week because it's a lot of orange and repetition, but this project is half done because I just have this page and then this partial page, and this page is bigger than this page, so it's probably more than half done. But that pumpkin is starting out so good. I'm loving that pumpkin, and apparently they're taking Crush out, so that's what you're hearing, the loud noises. And out of all of this one here is my favorite. favorite symbols so far because I love the crisscross, the other stitch, and the fact that it looks like a heart. And I have to find my needle. I don't know, with these glass ones, like the needle doesn't really, like it stays on, but it's kind of like loosey, but it's a very strong magnet, so it stays on good with the back. It just, for some reason, it's very weird when it comes to the front. But it's pretty, and I mean, it's strong, and I think I got that one from Heaven and Earth Designs, so. And so I probably should show you the bag that I've been using for my travel project that I got from Stitch and Button. So she showed this bag. I know I didn't show it before the Flosstube, but it's been a couple of months and it's whatever. So she sewed these whales and I had to have it. And then I died when I saw the inside because it's mermaid scales. I died. And then she always does the zipper pull. And so it's the blues that I love. And then it's a little whale charm. Little whale charm. So that's what I've done so far on that one. And then I got a couple needle minders from her as well, because I was getting needle minders and then I was like, I'll just get the bag. And so I got Tweety Bird because I thought was cute. This one she sent for free. The Stitch and Button 2020, the one she was going to use for StitchCon, but that got canceled. It was actually supposed to be this month, I believe. Along with everything else this year has been canceled. And then I got the poop emoji, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then I got Little Squirtle because I have a stuffed Little Squirtle that my husband got me since I love water and I love him, so I had to get him. And then I got poop emoji, and then I have one more needle minder I got, but it's in one of the projects. I'm going to show you my new start from June. Or no, not June. It is June. My new start for May. The May 29th. But if you guys know this bag, you know what's in it. And it is the White Dragon by Artisy, and I'm doing this for Glenna. And this one I also got at Page Finish. It was a partial. I mean, every page up to now has been a partial because the bottom rows and the sides are partial, and that's what I was mainly working on. So I'll pull it out and show you. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot left for the Page Finish. I had like 500 or 600 stitches, but it was from here down, so this partial page, and then you get to see this right here is the moon. So that's starting to come together. So I did this, and then I did a new start on the page over. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll just continue and do the pages along there. I was going to go up and do like the diagonal, but I think I'm going to go over, then up, and then do my regular diagonal pages. But if I go all the way over, then I just go all the way back over because I can't do the diagonals if these pages are already done. So maybe I'll just go over this way and then finish and go back. But I don't know. we'll finish this page and then I'll decide where to next. But my goal on this is to get 20,000 stitches on this year, and then do another 20,000 stitches next year, and it should be done, hopefully. My goal is to get this one done in 2 years, and if I do 20,000 stitches roughly this year and then do 20,000 stitches next year, it will be done. So, and then I have this prompted to do some homework this week, so it will probably come out, and you probably will see it again next time when I do a Flosstube, because I will have some progress. Hopefully I'll have more than just homework, and maybe I'll have half the page done. We'll see. Stay tuned on more progress on that. Because I have a goal to get 1,000 stitches done with one of the tasks and semi-sane with the report card. I think 4 of my goals was to get to 1,000 stitches on, like 4,000 stitches, but 1,000 increments, because I do 4 weeks, 1,000 stitches weekly. So, I mean, it's a goal I already do. And then I did an extra 1,000 stitches. So, if I at least do 250 a week, then I'll get my goal of 1,000 stitches. But in theory, to get my 20,000 stitches on this year, I have to do 500 stitches each week to the end of the year. But since I'm focusing on Lyra, if I get some stitches in, I get some stitches in. And if I get 20,000 stitches on Lyra twice, that means I can do 40,000 stitches on a project in a year. So in theory, as long as I get quite a bit done, I can for sure get this done next year. Plus it has less colors than a Hade, so in theory it would stitch up quicker, hopefully. I'm rambling. I have a restart. I had pulled out Chip, and Chip is one of the teacups in The Beauty and the Beast. And I was doing it on Aida, on 16 count Aida, and I'm not a hater on Aida because I'm doing my full coverage, and I'm doing Tribal Pumpkin, which I'm loving, and that's on Aida. I just wasn't loving that project on Aida. Like, it was a big project. It was going to be quite a big project, and I had converted it to colors I had, and I wasn't liking the pink Chip was turning out. It was too pink. He was too pink, and so I went to Hobby Lobby on, I think, my break one time, once everything opened back up, a couple months, and got all the called for flosses, so I don't have to worry about Chip turning out too pink. I mean, it's called for like a super light 225, which is almost like a very, very pale pink. But the pink I was using was 317, and I have this one. I have this one where I had the original flosses I had chosen. And I want to get to some of the pink, but I will compare the pink I was using for Chip to so this is the color I was using. I mean, they're very close. They're very close, but I wasn't liking it. Anyway, is it's like 2 shades lighter than this one. But anyway, I wasn't liking it. It was turning out super huge, which is fine. I just have a lot of huge projects already, and I wasn't feeling it. I mean, I can show you where I got quite a bit. I mean, considering there's like, it's huge, I've gotten quite a bit done. Like, that's where I was, but I wasn't loving how huge this was going to be. And I wasn't loving this pink. Like, I wasn't a fan of that. So, I restarted it with the called fors. I think Chip in the movie's white or very pale pink. And I'm using the 225, which is still pink, but it's a couple shades lighter than the pink I was using. So hopefully I can get to some of his pinkness and skin. But I'm doing this on Bramble, one of my fabric of the month that had came in. And I just got this one color started here. It's like a couple lengths of floss. This is on 28 count, and then I'm doing it 1/1. And I love how small and petite that's looking. So I started this in the top left originally. On like this page here, where you can see like that. And so I restarted it, and I'm doing it down here where he's at. Good luck trying to copy that. But yeah, so I've done the bottom. I'm hoping I can get to some of his skin and see how I feel about the pink. But it's a called for, so hopefully I won't feel too bad about doing it. But my little restart, maybe I'll work on this for my travel project. I don't know. There's a couple ones left, and I had spun to do Until We Meet Again, but I had just done that for Mania, and the week I had slotted it for, I wasn't stitching after I came home from work. I was playing video games, but that was also a really rough week. So, anywho. So I restarted that, and now that I've restarted it, I'm loving working on it. Like, I want to do more work on it, but I don't have it slotted for anything, so I'm just doing a little bit here, a little bit there. We'll get into the meat of it eventually. So, with my travel projects, the other projects I worked on, and so you guys were paying attention to my Mania. I did a couple more. I worked on Flame Blade by Ruth Thompson for 4 days. So that's like when it's done. And I was stitching this for my brother because he likes phoenixes and whatnot. And then once I got done, I think I've decided to go cross country through the black. But we'll see. So far I have just black, and I've done like 3,000 stitches. So that is where I'm at. I think my goal is to get 4,000 stitches on all my new starts, because then that would equal a park in Full Coverage Fanatics. So the black on the first page is all done. I think it's like right here, and then I started the black on the second page. So, I mean, it'll look really cool when I have all the black done, because there's like 34,000 stitches of black. So, I mean, all I need is black, and I mean, I'm good for several months of stitching. The other project I have in this, because I just have too many projects, so things have to share bags. And that's just life. And so the other project that I was talking about was Until You Meet Again. And it was slotted to be my travel project this week, but I didn't feel like working on it, so I continued to work on Travel Bumpkin, which is fine. I'm so close to 2-page finishes that I might pull it out and just focus on the page finish, put it away, pull something out, and then focus on the other page finish. So I feel like I'm accomplished. So if I focus on the page finish and I'm not focusing on anything else, and the fact that I'm so close, it should not take me very long. So, this would be giant when it's done. Oh. Of course, the sun is not on my side today. But there is that one. I think since the last time did it not work in my favor. Since the last time you saw it, I think I've put more in this flower and like feathered into the other page, and then got the leaves done along the side, because I have to use a hoop, because if I use my Q-snap, it's too close to the side. And I was worried I wasn't going to have enough room, but I think this is like the farthest it goes over, and yeah, it's very little, but I can still work with that. I can always add fabric to it. So I got this done, and then I got this here, and then I was working on this here. So I think I just have like the rest of this flower to do, and then the page is finished, outside of back stitching and beads. And then the other page finished I have almost done would be the middle page. And that was to do the rest of the backstitch words, which the words get me. If I read the words, it gets me every time, but I just have a little bit left of the words, and then majority of the words are done. But I think that's looking great, and this is on the 28 count Joblin and denim, I believe. But this color, I love it. It's like a bluey purple, and I love it. I'm loving it. And then I have my new start that I worked on for the 4 days. I had worked on fully kitting it up. My hand thing's falling. And I got floss and stuff, but part of haul, but y'all don't want to see that. So I decided with this next aid cancer to use floss away bags, and I'm not sure how I feel about this method, because bobbins are my life, because I can just see them all and go. But because I had them, I'm gonna try them and move them in my eye. And so I had one of those big rings, and then I have all 90 colors on. I don't have the symbol, I just have the number, because I have Pattern Keeper. But so far are working great. I think I was struggling because I didn't have the page gridded. And then I also got 2 more water-soluble pens. And I'm good. I am trucking through, and it's a lot better now that the page is gridded. I was struggling when it wasn't gridded because I think I messed up counting, because I had to like fudge or figure out, and that took a minute to do. And so the one I started on the 29th, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about on Cancer, is one of the zodiac ones that Josephine Wall has. And I love it because there's like a baby or child mermaid. And so I started in this corner. And so I think I only have like 300 stitches done. But there's like starting the new page, starting the project, and it being a Josephine Wall, there's quite a bit of confetti and whatnot, but I'm hoping I can get back to this because I'm loving it. So I have the first page gridded. And I think before I was not liking the 8x8 because the grime guard was too loose, and this was a extra wide grime guard for an 8x8. And so I put together an 8x11 to see if it would work with it. If the 8x11 would work with the extra wide grime guard, and it does, and it's actually perfect. So now that I've gotten, it's not like super loose, but it's still like pretty wide. I got my first 300 stitches in, and this cute little owl is the last needle minder I got from her, Stitch and Button. And that's the start I got. Little 300 stitches. So I'm hoping by the next time you see it, I will have some more progress, but we'll see. It all depends on what I'm feeling, and I'm taking a vacation in like a week. I'm excited. So I may not get a whole lot of stitching done not the following week, but the week after that, because I'm going on vacation to see my in-laws, and I'm excited. We're going to Missouri, and so I'm really hoping it doesn't get canceled, because my life doesn't need more things that get canceled. That's just, HayCon got canceled. I will deal with that later. And so I think that's it. Is that it? 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's it for stitching. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of projects, but I had a lot of progress on projects I was focusing on. The goal this next week, I mean, I might pull out until we meet again. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Well, when you see me again, I will probably have more work done on White Dragon, because I have a goal to get 1,000 stitches done on that this month because of progress. I will probably get more progress done on this because I have this slotted for homework, and then I also need to get 2,300 more stitches on to make the other 3 goals in the report card. And my goal is to usually get 1,000 stitches done on this one every week, so you will see this probably every time I do a video, hopefully, because I'm working on it to get it finished, so she gets lots of love. And then I have Little Princesses, my Tilton's Craft, slotted for a homework task. So if I have time and I feel like working on her, I'm gonna try and work on her and get some progress. So maybe next time you will see some more progress on one that you haven't seen in a while. And then, yeah, so Lyra, White Dragon, maybe Little Princesses, and then I'll probably bring Lyra. I don't know if I'm gonna get 1,000 stitches done on the week I'm gone. Okay. I think I might have to focus a little bit more on Lyra and get as many stitches as I can done before I leave, because I don't think I'm gonna get 1,000 stitches on her on my vacation. So we will work on her. We'll work on White Dragon, Little Princesses this week, and then next week I think the main one will be my travel project, which I might bring White Dragon and make that my travel project so I can get the 250, and then everything else will be focused on this before I leave and try and get another 1,000 stitches, 2,000, I don't know. I'll probably get homework done, switch and do the 2,000 on Little Princesses, and then move back and then do White Dragon. I don't know. I forgot about my travel plans, but I'm hoping I still can get my goals, but if not, it's fine. They're goals, and if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna sweat over it. But I am rambling. Life update. It's been a struggle the last couple of weeks. Some days are better. My good days are really good, and my bad days are really bad. And so I had talked to a couple people in my church, and I found a counselor, and so I had my first session with her on Thursday, and it went really good, and we talked about things, and I needed to get it out, because with everything going on, I feel like I can't express myself. Like, I can't get the feelings I need out, and I don't want them to just randomly coming up if I hear a song or something pops in my head and I think of a memory, and those emotions just come flowing out and I can't stop them. But I am meeting again with her this next Thursday, so hopefully that goes well too. And yeah, I wanna try and make these weekly, but with everything going on, my husband working from home, it's always a little bit harder to do videos because he's watching TV or whatnot, and so I'd gotten up early and he's actually probably still sleeping, so I should have done it last weekend when he was working, but that didn't happen because I got up at like 7:30, fed my cat, laid back down, and slept till like 11:30. And I think that was the same, like that Friday night I like took a nap, got up for a few hours, and then slept all night, got up to feed my cat, and then slept again. So, I mean, my body needs sleep apparently, and with everything going on and dealing with my brother, and I sleep. And I was talking to my mom, and she's like, sleep is okay when you're grieving and whatnot. So I'm hoping this will be my screen grab. If I show it enough, maybe it'll like screen grab it. Yeah. And we have exciting. I'm getting a new couch today. So we had somebody in our church getting rid of a couch for free. We'll just have to go pick it up. And so I'm going to be doing that today to go get it. And then once I get it, I can let my brother know what time, times that he can come over and get rid of the couch that I broke, but it was already breaking, and then bring in the new couch. The only thing is the couch I broke, it was a recliner couch that was already, the recliners didn't work, but we got it for free like 5 or 6 years ago when I was living with my best friends, and I helped move that in the first apartment, and it was heavy. It's so heavy. And so we live on the top floor of rickety stairs, and so we'll hopefully get rid of that. And then the new couch is also heavy because it's a vintage like wooden couch, and so that one's gonna be heavy. But I went and helped my brother a couple weeks ago. I went and babysat my nieces and nephews because I just was feeling that I needed family, and that's what I needed. And so I went over there and hung out with them, and then my brother worked in the yard because they had gotten rid of 3 of their trees, and so they were getting rid of all this stuff, and he needed help moving these 3 trunks, and they were heavy. Like, me and my brother, we got all the 3 trunks that he said he would. The last one he wasn't sure. I was like, oh yeah, we can get it, we move this and that, and then we finally got it. And the next like 2 or 3 days, my whole like upper body, like I was so sore for the like couple days. I was like, this is so heavy. So moving the trunk shouldn't be as hard as moving the couches, but they're still gonna be heavy. So, but I'm excited because next time you see me, hopefully I'll be in a new spot, and I won't be sitting on an outdoor chair with cushion, an outdoor chair indoor. So we'll see. I'm excited. Anyway, happy crafting, and stay positive. Until next time, bye.